Hello guys, welcome back to Chogdi Football TV. I'm here to recap the games that happened over the weekend. You guys, you need to get used to my lateness. I'll try to be earlier, but hey, you know what the drill is. So I want to talk about the games that happened over the weekend. Very important games, very important games. Saturday and Sunday. The big games, but there are only 3 games I will speak on. Obviously, no, not 3 games really. I'll speak on 4 games in this video, and the games are the Arsenal Chelsea game, the Real Madrid game, and the Barcelona game, and of course the Newcastle versus Liverpool game. So these are the games I'm going to speak on. Very eventful weekend with big games. Which one should I start with? I'll start with the Arsenal Chelsea game. That was a very interesting match. That was a very interesting matchup. As we all know, Arsenal are their second place on the table. Obviously, they're not going to win the league because Liverpool, the league is basically Liverpool's by now. So I think, to be fair, Arsenal probably used that game as, I wouldn't say like a practice, kind of a practice session for the Madrid game coming up in the Champions League quarterfinal. But obviously it was a must-win game. Actually, it was a must-win game for both teams, to be fair. And Arsenal won the game 1-0, a goal by Moreno. How would I describe that game? I'll say it was a very high-impact game from end to end. Arsenal had chances, Chelsea had chances. One thing that was very visible in the game was that you can see the lack of striker quality in both teams that both teams have. Chelsea have Nkunku playing basically like they're 9 at the moment, and we all know that he's been poor this season. And I wouldn't say it's really his fault because he's not like an out-and-out striker. But nowadays, is that really an excuse? You can tell that Chelsea are missing Jackson. Although, personally, I don't rate Jackson. I don't rate him. I think dude is horrible. But he is better than what they have going forward right now. As an Arsenal fan, it was good to see, even for Chelsea, it was good to see Reece James play. As we all know that he's had injury problems. A lot of injury problems this season. So it was good. It was good to see him play. He did well. Arsenal did well in midfield. Declan Rice, a very good performance by Declan Rice. Arsenal's keeper made some good saves. Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game. I wouldn't say it was extraordinary, but it was a decent game. It was a good game, and big ups to Arsenal because, as you all know, I support both Arsenal and Real Madrid. So yeah, that was a good game there. I can't wait for the Arsenal Real Madrid game, Champions League semi-final. I don't know who I'll be supporting. I support both teams. So, if Arsenal wins, I'll be happy. If Real Madrid wins, I'll be happy as well. So, those are both my teams, and I'm neutral. It's like choosing between your children, especially if you love them both. Right, so the next game I'm going to talk about is, let's talk about the Real Madrid game. Big ups to Mbappe. Big ups to Mbappe. 31 goals, 11 assists this season, 11 man of the match awards, probably 12 now, because I think he probably won the man of the match the last game. So I was say 12. I might be wrong, but I think it's 12 now. I reckon he won. If he won the man of the match award, which I probably reckon he did in the last game, then that will be 12, his 12th man of the match award this season. Dude has been incredible. He's the second highest goal scorer in the La Liga. He's in the race for the Pichichi award against Lewandowski. And I actually think that he's going to do it. I actually think Lewandowski is leading him with 2 goals at the moment. I think he's going to catch up. I think Mbappe is going to catch up. I really do. I do think he's going to catch up. So I'm betting on him to win the Pichichi award over Lewandowski. You know, he had a slow start to the season, but now he's been phenomenal. He's getting his confidence back. And you have to remember that he's a makeshift striker. Mbappe is he's not an outright number 9. He's been put there by Carlo Ancelotti. So he's still adjusting to that role. And he's doing well. He's doing well. I'm really proud of him. I was very happy to win that game because he brought us back up. Because at the time we were 3rd on the table. So that game, that win put us back in the number 1 spot. Mbappe done well. Kamavinga had a good game. Our keeper had a good game as well. Courtois had a good game. Who am I going to give a special shout to again? Bellingham had a very good game as well. Bellingham had a very good game as well. He played well. So that game, I was really happy because, funny enough, this Villareal wanted to bust our bubble. They scored first, and by that time, I was already like, here we go again. Here we go again. They scored from a corner kick, you know, and luckily, before the end of the first half, Mbappe scored 2 goals. So I was really happy about that. We won that game. And like I said, we went back up to the top of the table. Now, let me make the segue to the Barcelona-Atletico game. First of all, Atletico are useless. They are absolutely useless. That is why they can never be above Madrid in anything. Those guys are useless. They are just useless. Useless. There's no other way I can describe that thing. They are useless. And personally, I think it's time for Simeone to go. I think he's done incredible for Atletico. He's led them to a La Liga title. He's led them to a Champions League semi-final, Champions League final. But they are useless. They are useless. The man has done well. He's a legend. In Atletico, he's a legend, no doubt. You know, he's one of the best coaches. He's been there for a long time. But it's time for him to go. It is time for him to go. I think they need to try something new. You know, Atletico Madrid deserves something new, something different. You know, I think they are stuck in the past. They are useless. That team is just useless. I'm not going to be shocked if the second leg of the Super Cup, you know, Barcelona wins that game. Because it's the same thing that happened for the first leg. They were leading only for them to draw the game, only for them to be outscored, then draw the game. And in this game, Atletico were leading 2-0. Me, I'm anti-Barcelona. They are incredible regardless. First of all, I'm a fan of football. So I'm going to say the truth. That's the thing. Regardless. But as a Madrid fan, I have beef. Eternal beef with Barcelona. 100%. And one of my closest friends is a Barcelona fan. So we are always bickering all the time. When Madrid is playing, he wants us to lose. When Barcelona is playing, I want them to lose. It just is what it is. We have beef. Our clubs have beef. So, I don't want. The thing is, Barcelona has been incredible this season. They've been relentless. They have been their front three. Yamal, Lewandowski, Rafinha. I don't understand. I don't understand. Those guys are different. Those guys are a different beast. That Yamal boy, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, man, those guys are really putting me under pressure. They are putting Real Madrid under pressure. And I thought Atletico Madrid was going to do a job for me. I was supporting Atletico Madrid. I thought they were going to do a job for me. They started the game well. They were leading 2-0. By 2-0, I was already like, yes. I was already happy. I was really happy that, Barcelona has lost this game. Only for Barcelona to come back. To be fair, by the time when Lewandowski scored that first goal, I already felt like, yes, it don't be. Here we go again. Because Barcelona, Atletico Madrid cannot keep a lead. They just can't keep a lead. Those guys are just useless, plain useless. I miss the days of when they had defenders like Godin and those rowdy, rough guys. They are useless. And their goalkeeper, Oblak, dude is finished. He's finished. He's been a good servant for the club. He's a legend of the club, but dude is finished. The guy is finished. It's just as useless as their outfield players. From 2-0 to lose the game 4-2. Two out of the same in how many? 2 weeks. They've been out of the Champions League now. Beating 4-2. They are useless, man. I was really upset. I was really upset that they blew that lead. I was really upset. But, what can I say? Big ups to Barcelona. Barcelona have been relentless this season. You can't take it away from them. Their front three, Yamal, Lewandowski, and Rafinha, and even Pedri, and those other guys, the whole team, their coach, they've been exceptional this season. You can't take it away from them. They've been different. They've been phenomenal. They've been tough to play with. I mean, they've steamrolled Madrid like 2 times already. So you can't take it away from them. What other game am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about, I think, the most important of the weekend for me was the Liverpool versus Newcastle. Big ups Newcastle. Big ups Newcastle. Big ups Newcastle. This is their first trophy since 1959. So they haven't won a trophy in about 56 years, if I'm correct. 56 years. This is their first trophy in 56 years. And their coach is I think second English coach, English-born coach to win a major trophy in England since this dude for what's his name? I remember I won the FA Cup with Portsmouth, and Juan Kokano scored in that game. What's his name? He's a legend. I don't know, his name will lose my mind. You know me, if you watch my videos all the time, I'm always forgetting stuff. But when I remember his name, I would say it. But they are the first, he's the first, well, second coach since then to win something major for an English club. So big ups to Newcastle's coach. Big ups to Newcastle's coach. Newcastle did really well. They did really well. They have a very phenomenal team. They have a fantastic team. We have to give Newcastle big kudos. You know, they have a well blended team. You know, look at their midfield. Their midfield is solid. In Bruno Guimaraes, what's his name? Oh my God, here we go again. Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes, Tonali, and the other Brazilian dude. You know, they have a solid midfield. Even their back line, you know, incredible, strong, compact. And let's not even talk about their forward in Murphy, Isak, you know, and the other dude. You know, they're very good. They're very good going forward. They really put pressure. And if you watch the game, they really did put pressure on Liverpool. They really did put pressure on Liverpool. They scored. Isak could have scored a hat-trick in that game. You know, his second goal was ruled offside. And there's a time he had another chance, which he almost scored. You know, so it could have been crazy. He could have scored a hat-trick in that game. You know, to me, he's the best striker, ball-playing striker in the Premier League. I would say Haaland is the best, maybe finisher, but he is the best ball-playing striker in the Premier League. He's complete. He is complete, and I think he's one of the best strikers in the world right now. In my opinion, he's top 5. The dude is incredible. The way he manipulates the ball, he can dribble. He's strong. He's quick. He can pass. He can finish. He's good in the air. He's good on the ground. Dude is the complete package. He's a complete package, and it will be interesting to see how the summer goes. I don't think Newcastle would want to, just pardon me. I don't think Newcastle, has this thing doing anyhow? I don't think Newcastle will want to let him go this summer, this coming summer. Here we go with this thing. Yeah, I don't think Newcastle will want to let him go this summer for any amount. He's a very huge asset for Newcastle. He's been incredible for them. You know, one of my closest friends is a Liverpool fan, so I didn't want them to win. And the question is, how does this now affect Mohamed Salah's Ballon d'Or chances or prospects? It affects it real hard. It really does affect it real hard. And it's crazy that slots, it's crazy how things can turn. It's just crazy how things can turn. You know, Slot has had a bad 2 weeks, getting knocked out of the Champions League by PSG, and now not winning the Carabao Cup. You know, with the trajectory Liverpool were going on this season, I'm sure it was already like a done deal that they were going to win the Carabao Cup. You know, I'm sure a lot of people expected them not to come this far to lose, especially with the way they've been playing this season. They've been relentless. They've found a way to win somehow, some way. But they've done all that only to come here to lose. And one of the reasons is because no Salah, no Liverpool. No Salah, no Liverpool. What options do Liverpool... Let's really look at it. What options do Liverpool really have going forward? They don't have any options going forward. They really don't have any options going forward. You know, aside from Salah. The day Salah is locked down, just like how he was locked down with PSG, how Mendes locked him down. But and now Livramento had him on skates. You know, if Salah is locked down, Liverpool really don't have anything going forward. They really can't really do anything going forward. You know, Jota, nothing to write home about. What's the Colombian dude's name? Yeah, whatever. I'm not even going to stress myself, but they don't really have anything going forward. Aside, I mean, Gakpo has been all decent this season as well, but he's being benched at the moment. He's being benched for the other guy. His name has eluded my mind. But without Salah, if you take away Salah from that team, Liverpool will probably be like fourth on the table. They'll literally be like fourth. Imagine if Salah got injured the second week of the beginning of the season. Imagine if he got injured for the whole year, for the whole season. Just imagine where Liverpool would be now. They would be like fourth or fifth on the table. They really don't have anything going forward, and they need to this coming summer, they need to get a real striker, because the ones they have are useless, are absolutely useless. So they have to get rid of those ones and get themselves a proper striker. That's what Liverpool need, because I don't think they might be lucky. They might be lucky next season. The Premier League is tough. Every season, teams are getting better. Teams are buying good players. So, a lot of people didn't see this coming. I'm sure a lot of Liverpool fans thought that they had this win in the bag because of how they have been playing this season. So I'm sure it came as a shock to a lot of Liverpool fans that they lost that game. You know, I'm happy for Newcastle. They deserved it. They've been really good this season. And remember, they got to the final of the Carabao Cup last year as well, but they lost to Manchester United. So they deserve it. They've been relentless, Newcastle. They've been, good going forward. They have a world-class striker. In my book, they have a world-class striker. They have an incredible trio in midfield. And they are wingers, they are wing backs, they are centre backs in Dan Burn, and they really have a team. And I'm happy for Dan Burn as well, who is a local lad, a local Newcastle lad, to score the first goal. I know that the first goal was comical. For them to have McAllister marking a giant like Dan Burn, like, what were they thinking? What were they thinking? How big Dan Burn is? Van Dijk should have been on Dan Burn. How can McAllister could barely even see the guy's waistline? So, yeah. So it was interesting games this weekend. Big ups to Newcastle. Really happy for them. They really pressed Liverpool. But not to worry. At least Liverpool will not be left with no cup this season. They're still in the Premier League. They're still going to win the Prem. They are leading Arsenal with, I don't know how many points now, maybe 14 points or something like that. But the Prem is theirs. They've aced it. So that's a big thing. So with this Mohamed Salah Ballon d'Or, do I think he can still win it? Funny enough, yes, he can still win it, and I'll tell you why. Salah can still win the Ballon d'Or depending on who wins the Champions League. Now, if Real Madrid wins the Champions League, and let me say hypothetically win the Super Cup or the La Liga, Mbappe will probably win it. Mbappe will probably win it. If Barcelona wins the league, the La Liga, or they win the Super Cup and they win the Champions League is really the penultimate, aside from the World Cup. But obviously the World Cup is not done. It doesn't take place every year. The Champions League does. Is organized every year. So if that's the biggest cup competition in European football, the Champions League. So it is a huge that trophy is a huge add-on, for whoever is tipped to win the Ballon d'Or, if you know what I mean. And the reason why I said Salah can still win the Ballon d'Or, even though he has been knocked out of the Champions League and obviously he didn't win the Carabao Cup. Number one, he has the stats. And number two, if a team like maybe Borussia Dortmund or even Arsenal wins or Aston Villa or whatever wins the Champions League, then he would win it. He would win it because he has better stats than every other person that is challenging him for the Ballon d'Or award. He has better stats than Yamal, than Rafinha, Mbappe, and those guys. He has better stats. So if a mediocre team in quotes wins the Champions League, then he'll probably win it. But if Barcelona wins the Champions League, he's probably not going to win it. If Real Madrid wins the Champions League, he's probably not going to win it. So yeah, that's it really. And looking forward to more games. The games I'm looking forward to are the Arsenal Real Madrid game. I'm also looking forward to the Borussia Dortmund Barcelona game. You obviously know who I'm supporting. I'm supporting Borussia Dortmund. I want Barcelona to get knocked out. I'm also looking forward to, what other game am I looking forward to? I know there was one other game I was looking forward to. The Arsenal Madrid. I'm also looking forward to the Real Madrid Sociedad, the second leg of the Super Cup, and also the Atletico Madrid Barcelona second leg. So these are the games that I'm looking forward to. But in the meantime, thanks for watching this video. If you just like, comment, subscribe, man, all that good stuff, all that corny stuff, man. You don't need me to say it, man. Like this video. Like the video. It doesn't cost you anything to like. See, because of you. See, my eyes is red. I'm shooting this video at midnight. I should be sleeping. But, I love you so much. I'm shooting this video. So, the least you can do is like this video, man. Just leave a comment and all that YouTube stuff. And until next time, thanks for watching. Peace.